I'm trying to speak to you right now, my beloved child, because there is something wondrous I want you to recognize tonight. Do not let your heart hurry past this moment, as though this were only an ordinary call among the countless sounds of life. Many times I have gently touched your mind. Many times I have softly stirred your heart in the hours when you thought you were alone. And now I call you with tenderness, yet also with holy urgency, not because I want you to be afraid, but because I want you to awaken. There are appointed encounters that do not come with noise, that do not appear like lightning across the sky, but arrive in a very deep stillness, where you suddenly sense that something sacred is drawing near. You are not present in this moment by accident. I have led you here through small steps you did not even notice, through weary days, through longings, and even through the empty spaces you once thought no one could understand. My child, I have called you with the patience of a father who never gives up on his child. I called you when you were busy, when you were distracted, when you allowed the voices of the world to drown out the gentle prompting within your heart. I called you in the nights when you lay still but your thoughts would not become quiet. In the mornings when you woke with the feeling that you had to keep going even though you did not know how much strength remained. And today, I do not want you to hear merely out of habit. I want you to listen with all the softness still left in your heart, because there is a movement taking place in the place you cannot see. What I am preparing is not only for the eyes, but first for the heart that knows how to trust. What I am about to do is not only an outward sign that will surprise you, but a quiet transformation beginning from within, where old things are being loosened, where hope is being awakened, where peace begins to return like a clear stream flowing through dry ground. Perhaps you have felt more pressure than you have spoken aloud. Perhaps you have lived through days when your outward smile could not reflect the weariness within. Perhaps you have longed for a breakthrough, not because you greedily desire great things, but because you are tired of repeating heavy days, tired of waiting for a door to open, tired of asking when your life will become lighter, brighter, and clearer. I have seen it all. I have seen the things you told no one. I have seen the prayers that never became sentences, the heaviness caught in your throat, the times you tried to tell yourself that you were fine while your heart only wanted to be held by me. Therefore, I come in this hour to remind you that you have not been forgotten. You have not been placed on the margins of grace. You are not someone standing outside, watching the miracles of others while never being able to touch your own portion. I know your name. I know your pain. I know what you need. And I know the exact time to bring you into what I have prepared. Yet, beloved child, understand that my miracles do not always begin with loud outward change. Many times they begin with a strange stillness within your heart, a small but enduring strength that helps you no longer tremble as before, a new light that causes you to see old circumstances with different eyes. I can turn around what you are facing, but I also want to turn around the way you stand before it. I can open a door, but I also want to make your steps steadier as you pass through that door. I can give you what you have asked for, but I also want to prepare you so that when you receive it, you will not lose humility, will not drift away from holiness, and will not forget that the source of every good thing is not in human hands, but in me. Therefore, Remain in my presence. Do not hurry. Do not seek only the miracle you can see. Seek me, the one who creates every miracle through love. My child, there are things I am arranging that you cannot arrange for yourself. There are encounters I am preparing. Answers I am drawing near. Opportunities I am softening. Burdens I am lightening piece by piece. You may not yet see the result, but that does not mean I have not acted. A seed does not become a tree in a single breath, but even while it still lies in the soil, life is working quietly, in the same way, in the most hidden parts of your journey. I am shaping what needs to be shaped. I am joining together broken pieces no one knows about. I am clearing a path through places where you thought there were only stone walls. I am turning your tears into wisdom, your waiting into endurance, and the days that seemed useless into the foundation for a new season. Do not despise the next moments of your life, because when your heart opens in faith, you begin to recognize the very small signs of grace. An idea is placed in your mind at the right time. A word comes to you like support. A door that seemed closed suddenly opens slightly in a gentle way. An unexplainable peace settles over you, even while the circumstances have not yet changed. That is often the way I come. Not to create noise before the crowd, but to touch the child I love in a deeply personal way. What I do within you does not need anyone to witness it in order to become real. Your healing does not need another person's confirmation in order to have value. Your journey does not need to be compared with anyone else's. Because I lead each of my children on a unique path, with a unique rhythm, according to my own wisdom. Remember, the rarity of a miracle is not found in how much it amazes others, but in how it brings you closer to me. If something happens that makes you arrogant, draws you away from gratitude, and causes you to lose tenderness, then that is not what I desire for you. But if a change causes you to kneel in deep emotion, to love more, live more brightly, forgive more easily, and trust more deeply, then you will recognize my mark within it. I do not only want to bless your circumstances, I want to make you someone who carries blessing. I do not only want to solve a problem, I want to lift you out of a way of life governed by fear. I do not only want you to witness something extraordinary, I want you to become a witness of faithfulness, so that through your life, others may see that I am still loving, still healing, and still opening a way for those who take refuge in me. Therefore, in this moment, let your heart become quiet. Release the hurried thoughts, the doubts that have worn down your faith, the questions that exhaust you because they keep circling without a way out. Come near to me like a child returning to the Father's arms, without needing to pretend to be strong, without hiding your wounds, without presenting everything perfectly. I know you. I understand you. I love you even in the parts where you feel weakest, and precisely in the place where you think you are most lacking. I can cause a new source of life to spring forth, precisely where you were most disappointed. I can place a sign of hope, precisely where you once thought everything had ended. I can continue writing a chapter you never dared to dream. Beloved child, what I am doing does not come to show off, but to lift you up. It does not come so that you would chase a passing emotion, but so that you would be anchored in lasting peace. Open your heart. Stay awake. Keep yourself in purity and trust. The things I have prepared will come according to my rhythm, not so early that you are not ready, not so late that my promise loses its power. I am near to you, nearer than every worry, nearer than every darkness, nearer than even the things you cannot yet express. Remain with me in peace. Let me shape the inside of you before I reveal things on the outside. Then you will realize that the greatest miracle is not only what you see happening before your eyes, but that you are being transformed, upheld, loved, and led by me, the Father who never leaves you. Right now, in this very minute, I want you to slow down and remain in this presence with me, because the quiet encounter between you and me carries a deeper meaning than what you can recognize with ordinary sight. Do not rush past it. Do not let your mind run back to unfinished matters. Do not allow busyness to pull you away from the sacred moment I am placing before you. When you stop, when you truly listen, you are opening a still space for my love to touch your tangled thoughts and soothe the fears that have quietly tightened around you for many days. I know doubts still rise in you at times. I know you have grown used to protecting yourself by stepping back from good things before they can draw near. There were times when you were afraid to hope, because hope once hurt you. There were times when you pushed aside a word of comfort simply because you did not want to be disappointed again. But beloved child, I am holding your attention right now not to bind you, but to draw you back into peace. What I am arranging before you needs an open heart, not a heart closed by hesitation. It needs gentle trust, not hurried suspicion. Stay with me a little longer, so that my tenderness has time to seep into the deepest place within you. My child, there are small actions that become signs of willingness. When you respond to goodness with a humble gesture, you are not doing it for an outward ritual, but because within you there is a very quiet and very real yes. Let your heart soften before my guidance. Let your attention become a silent response that says you still want to receive. I still want to believe. Still want to open the door to what I am doing. I do not need you to prove anything with noise. I only invite you to lay down distraction. Lay down the habit of doubt. Lay down the haste that often pulls you away from important moments. For there are things I give that do not come with loud sound, but come in silence, where you are calm enough to recognize that I am near, speaking gently and leading you into a new direction you have not clearly seen before. I tell you not to rush to share this with anyone, not because it must be hidden in fear, nor because I want you to live in isolation. I say this because there are sacred things that need to be guarded in quietness before they are revealed outwardly. A newly planted seed needs time to rest in the darkness of the soil, not because it has been forgotten, but because it is being nourished to sprout in its proper season. A young promise needs the warmth of faith, not the cold winds of doubt from those who do not yet understand your journey. If you bring the new thing I am placing in your heart before too many voices too early, you may be shaken by discussion, by doubtful looks, by comments that do not come from wisdom. Therefore, hold this gently within your heart. Let it grow in peace. Let me make it clear to you before others can see it with their eyes. You do not need to explain everything while you yourself are still in the process of understanding. Not everything holy needs to be announced immediately. There are seasons when I teach you to walk quietly with me, so that you may learn to hear my voice more clearly than the voices of people. There are promises that need to be cherished in prayer, in wakefulness, in quiet gratitude. When you keep this within me, you are not losing it, you are protecting it from unnecessary noise. What I am preparing will one day shine by itself. When the right time comes, you will not need to struggle to convince anyone, because the result will testify to my faithfulness on its own. Others may not yet see it, but believe that what is unseen does not mean it does not exist. In the hidden place, I am arranging. While you wait, I am causing the roots to grow deep. While everything outwardly appears ordinary, I am preparing an inward change that can open an entirely new chapter for you. Perhaps you are wondering why you have been led to this moment. Why these words are touching you at the very time when you needed a sign, a confirmation, a ray of light amid things still unclear. The answer is both simple and profound. I see you. I chose to speak to you because I know you have endured more than you have ever told. I know the weariness you hide behind an ordinary appearance, the battles you do not put into words, the times you had to lift yourself up when no one stood beside you. I know you continued to hope, even when the answer did not come as quickly as you desired. I know your faith has sometimes trembled, sometimes been full of questions, sometimes remained only like a tiny spark in the long night. But beloved child, I do not despise that faith. I see the truth within it. I see that you still turn toward me, even when you do not know how to pray. I see that you still want to believe, even though your heart has been disappointed. That sincerity has touched my heart. The miracle drawing near to you is not a random coincidence drifting through life. It is not separate from what you have silently prayed for, not separate from the empty places within you, not separate from the deep need that even you sometimes do not know how to name. I know what is lacking. I know which part of your life has grown weary from waiting. I know what will bring peace back, what will help you see direction, what will make you realize that the past months were not meaningless. There are things you ask for with words, but there are also things you ask for with tears, with silence, with the nights when you simply sit still and hope that I understand. I understood. I always understand. Not one pure longing of yours is lost before me. Not one sigh of yours is overlooked in the silence. Therefore, when I tell you that it will happen soon, I do not say it to make you rush or grow impatient. I say it so that your heart may rest. My timing is not driven by anxiety, but it is never late according to what I have appointed. Everything is being prepared with care, with purpose, with wisdom beyond your sight. There are people who need to be placed in the right position. There are doors that must open at the right time. There are details that seem small but must be arranged so that what I give will not only come to you, but remain in peace. You may not yet see a clear sign, but do not let outward silence make you doubt inward movement. I am working in places you cannot touch. I am clearing the way in places you have not yet stepped into. I am softening hearts, removing barriers, and preparing you to receive what fits the new season of your life. Live more slowly, beloved child, because haste can cause you to miss my tenderness. Keep your heart in peace. because confusion can cause you to mistake the voice of fear for the truth. Do not rush to share everything before I bring it to maturity, because there are blessings that need to be protected in stillness. I am with you in this moment, near, kind, and full of patience. I am not only bringing an outward miracle, I am also preparing within you a heart that can receive that miracle without losing humility, without falling into agitation, without forgetting the source of every good thing. Remain in me, and you will see what I promised gradually take shape. Trust me a little longer, and you will understand that waiting is not punishment, but the place where I quietly weave a story more beautiful than what you once asked for. Remain steadfast, my beloved child, because the coming moments are not only for passing excitement, but for a heart that knows how to receive in peace, in wakefulness, and in openness before what I am doing. I do not want you to chase temporary emotions and then waver when everything has not yet fully appeared. I want you to stand still in trust, breathe slowly in grace, and learn to recognize my gentle movements in everyday life. When you are calm, you will see more clearly. When you see more clearly, you will understand more deeply. And when you understand more deeply, you will no longer be led by haste, anxiety, or the loud voices outside, but will know how to walk according to my rhythm, a rhythm that is both gentle and sure, both quiet and full of power. My child, I am never in a hurry without reason, and I never delay without purpose. There are things you once prayed for that I did not give immediately, not because I did not hear, but because I am preparing both you and what you are about to receive. There are doors you wished would open instantly, but I held them back until your heart was steady enough, your vision clear enough, and your steps upright enough not to be led astray by what is given. Right now, I am bringing a good thing toward you. It may not yet have touched your hands, but it has already begun to move within my plan. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. Even if you once felt as though you were standing outside everyone else's joy, as though others received answers while you still had to wait, I still saw you, still called your name, still kept your portion in my hand. I want you to feel the sacredness of being chosen, but not as a burden pressing upon your shoulders. This is not meant to make you afraid or feel that you must prove your worth before me. Being chosen means your life is not drifting without direction. Being chosen means your days are seen by me, your steps are guided by me, and your silent tears do not fall in vain. I did not choose you because you were perfect, but because I know what I placed within you. I did not call you because you have never been weak, but because I know my grace can lift you beyond the limits you once thought could not be overcome. You are chosen in love, preserved in mercy, and led into a journey where every part of the road is quietly upheld by my hand. In the struggles you have passed through, you have never walked alone. Even when the room around you was completely silent, even when no one asked about you, no one understood, no one saw what you had to endure, I was there. I was present in ways you did not yet recognize. I kept you from things you never knew had come close. I calmed storms before they could break your peace. I carried you through moments that could have caused you to collapse. And because I sustained you, you are still standing here today. You may have thought you were simply trying to endure, but in truth, my grace covered you every day. You may have thought you got through it by yourself, but there were times when I carried you through the road where your strength was no longer enough. Now, I allow you to glimpse a small part of what I have done, not so that you may become proud of yourself, but so that faith within you may grow. I want you to remember the times when doors that seemed closed opened at the right moment. I want you to remember when you thought there was no way out, yet unexpected help came. I want you to remember the seasons when you thought everything had ended, but then I placed a new spark of hope within your heart. Those things were not coincidences. They were signs of my steady care. They were proof that I was still working even when you could not see. They were reminders that what I am beginning in you will not be abandoned halfway. Therefore, do not let fear or doubt enter this moment. They will try to convince you that nothing is changing, that you are simply hoping too much, that everything is still the same, and there is no reason to keep believing. But I speak clearly to you. Something is opening. A shift is taking place. A path is being formed in the very place where before you saw only a wall. You will sense it when you keep yourself near me, when you do not allow your mind to be pulled away by panic, when you do not allow negative voices to become your guide. Stay connected to me. Let my word become the place you return to whenever your heart is stirred. Let my peace keep you from rushed decisions, from old reactions, from the habit of running away from what I am teaching you to face. Trust the quiet shift you are feeling within. That hidden place is where everything begins. Before you see outward signs, I often plant awareness inside you. Before circumstances change, I change the way you see, the way you hear, the way you stand firm, and the way you respond to things that once shook you. Do not despise the small peace rising in your heart. Do not despise the gentle clarity that makes you want to release what no longer fits. Do not despise the holy prompting, inviting you to live in order, purity, focus, and deeper trust. The outward signs will come later, but inner understanding often comes first, so that you will not be surprised when the new season appears. I have not finished speaking to you, and what is opening around you has not yet reached its fullest revelation. Do not rush to conclusions simply because you have only seen the beginning of the work I am doing. Do not leave the place of faith when the green shoot has only just emerged from the soil. Do not give up in the quiet moment, because the stillness you are sensing right now is not emptiness. It is preparation. It is the pause before I set everything in its proper place. It is the time when I allow confusion to settle so that you can hear me more clearly. There are seasons when I do not add more noise to your life because I want to separate you from distraction. There are seasons when I do not hurry to answer through great events because I am digging deep within you, a steadiness that no circumstance can easily steal. I am leading your awareness deeper, because the wonder I am preparing is not only what you will see with your eyes, but also what you will feel with a heart that has been healed and renewed. I do not only want to change the circumstances around you, I want to renew the way you enter those circumstances. I do not only want to give you a door, I want to make you peaceful enough not to lose yourself when that door opens. A change is taking place within you, gentle but undeniable. Thoughts once full of fear are being reordered. Reactions that once came from wounds are being replaced with wisdom. Dark places that once made you withdraw are being touched by my light. Little by little, I am bringing your mind into harmony with my presence. This is often how I begin. Beloved child, not with noise, not with chaos, not with signs that make everyone pay attention immediately, but with a clarity that settles slowly and surely. I come like the morning light, unhurried but impossible to stop. I come like a clear stream, quiet yet able to soften even dry ground. I come like warmth covering a cold place, without commotion but bringing life. When I work within you, unnecessary things will gradually fade. Desires that no longer belong to you will lose their pull. Concerns that once exhausted you will no longer occupy the highest place. And what truly matters will become clear: nearness to me, peace in your heart, purity in your path, love for others, and the purpose I have placed upon your life. Therefore, continue to be steadfast. Do not let slowness make you doubt. Do not let quietness make you think nothing is happening. Do not let those who do not understand your journey cause you to lose sensitivity to what I am doing. You are being brought into a holy moment, where I cause the layers of fog to gradually dissolve so you can see more clearly who you are in my love. Receive it with calmness. Open your heart without needing to grasp every detail in haste. Keep walking in trust, because I am near you, guiding you, preparing you, and bringing before you what has been appointed for the right time. What begins quietly today will bloom in the light, and when you look back, you will understand that even the silence was once part of my gentle answer. You may be recognizing a very unusual calm settling within you, as though after a long time of struggling, something deep inside you has finally been placed into rest. That stillness is not accidental, nor is it something you created by forcing yourself through your own will. I am the one placing it within you, gently like morning dew, so that you may know my hand is still quietly at work. When your heart stops being restless, when the noises of worry gradually settle, you will be able to receive what I am giving more easily. Therefore, do not hurry in this moment, and do not force yourself to understand everything immediately. There are works of mine that do not require you to strain to grasp them, but only require you to trust. Open your heart, and let me lead each step. Beloved child, I know you have grown used to needing control, needing to think, needing to find explanations for everything that is happening. You once believed that if you did not hold every detail tightly, everything would fall apart. But I say to you that before you saw the way, I had already gone before you. Before you recognized the knots, I already knew how to untie them. Before you understood why you had to pass through this season, I had already prepared a deeper meaning ahead. What I am doing in you is not chaotic, not scattered, not aimless. Every detail is being arranged in the order of love, even though before your eyes you may only see unfinished pieces. Remain present in this peace. Do not resist. Do not fear. Do not doubt that I am near to you. Right now, I am lifting from you the things that have quietly weighed you down. I am not doing this to make you empty, but to return to you holy strength, clarity, and the hope you thought you had lost. As you continue listening, you may feel a very deep change even if you cannot clearly name it yet. That is because I am touching the places that need healing, reshaping the areas that were once wounded, and opening in your life a lasting shift rather than a passing emotion. What I begin will not fade quickly. It will continue to grow as you keep walking with me. Day by day, breath by breath, peaceful choice by peaceful choice. Let your heart rest, for I am renewing you from within, and your season of release has begun.